Usually, it's a fun thing to think about, selling your house and moving on to a new adventure in your life. But for some people, it can be fraught with some real frustration, maybe even some financial worry. So we're so happy this morning to welcome back to the show the folks from Chattanooga Property Solutions. On the far end, I have Thomas DeMoss. Next to me, Wally Reese. Good to see you both.
Good to see you again.
So y'all were kind of re-educating me a minute ago, and I'll let you give our viewers a refresher course too. You're not realtors in the conventional sense, but people who are having a hardship in their life, you kind of come to the rescue for them.
I'm glad you raised it like that. As a disclaimer, I am a licensed agent here in Chattanooga, but we do provide a different service, as you mentioned. Most of the folks that contact us, they may be in some level of distress, whether that be financial or otherwise, behind on property taxes, things like that. Some folks that we have actually helped, as we were talking before, they have inherited a house. I know Wally's had several conversations with folks that live outside of the city of Chattanooga. They grew up here. There was a gentleman out of Atlanta, actually, that contacted us a couple of months ago. Family home in Orchard Knob, grew up here, really just didn't want to sell it to anybody, but he had no need for it. His family didn't have a need for it. So he contacted us. Wally worked with him. We eventually wound up buying the house. He was super happy with it because he felt like it was going to be in good hands.
And to that point, and you see this, Wally, because you're the one getting in there often and helping with the renovations and the rebirth, if you will, of these homes. But your home is just that. It's a family. Family memories are made there, a lot of sentimental attachments, so nobody wants to think about it becoming derelict. And
That's true.
You remodel it beautifully.
Well, we do. We have a lot of folks that, as Thomas was saying, that it's a family house. It's one down in Orchard Knob we did. He grew up in the house. Mom and Dad passed away. He didn't know what to do with it, and so he contacted us. I went down and met with him. I got to be a little emotional for him because he knew that once we signed the agreement that they no longer were going to own the house. But now, since we have renovated the house, brought it back to a lot of its original luster, he has been extremely pleased with it.
You're also able to help in other ways too, whether it again is a situation like this where he's out of town, so traveling up is difficult, or if it is a financial hardship for a family currently living there. Just the frustration of moving and clearing out of a house is a hassle and an expense. You can even tell people, you take what you want and we'll handle the rest.
Correct, because that is part of the frustration of trying to move, even if you're selling your house retail and you've got to move all your stuff out of the house. Well, there's a lot of stuff that's been built up for sometimes 20, 30, 40 years, and they don't know what to do, so we just ask them to take your clothes or whatever you want and walk away, and we'll take care of the rest of it.
Take what you want, leave the rest. Like I was telling you, we try to provide a fast, easy, and stress-free process for folks to sell their house, what we would call in an untraditional way. We do pay cash for the houses, so it is relatively seamless. There was a lady who contacted us, I believe, over a year ago that lived on Chamberlain Avenue. Her son was living in the property. It was her. She had commented this was her first house that she had ever sold, and she got a little nervous because the process was taking so long, not on our end, but there were some title issues that we had to work through. So we were very patient with her, worked with her. Her son was living in the house, so she didn't want him to have nowhere to go, so we obviously worked, gave her some time. Once again, we try to do fast, easy, and stress-free, but we also take into consideration the clients and folks who call us. We really do try to have empathy for them. Obviously, as we mentioned before, we're a business, so we do have to make a profit on what we do. We're not shy about that, but we try to be fair and honest and open with everybody.
Okay, and to that end, I'll go back to the financial difficulty side of the equation, because that's hard on so many levels for people, and there's some embarrassment maybe that can come with it. You mentioned a minute ago about the property taxes, people falling behind. Not that you're trying to be exploitive, but you can help people so that their credit doesn't have to get totally shot. They have a way out. Might not be as totally financially beneficial as if the hardship had never happened, but at least there's something.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what we try to provide people with. And I hate to say it, but we are a solution. We really try to provide the best solutions. Sometimes, like folks that contact us, they're in a difficult situation. And we understand that. Like I said, we do try to provide the best solution that we can for folks who contact us, and make it as easy as we can.
Their office really is your house.
Absolutely.
Because they're always on the road going to meet with people. But there is a physical address over in Hickson. But the best way to reach them is to either give them a call, 834-7321.
That's correct.
You can go online, ChattanoogaPropertySolutions.com, and I'll reiterate, they are right here in Chattanooga.
Correct.
Absolutely.
So they do not want to do anybody an ill turn.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Thank you both.
Thank you very much for having
Thank
us.
you.